Hello, this is episode number 56, and I'm Chuck Gibson and my co-host
Travis Dowdy, and we are doing a very special episode tonight.
That was a good reason.
That's just for y'all on the live stream. You guys experience that.
Oh, no, this is what happens.
I'm sure there's only two of you there anyway. We are like Chuck said earlier, we are doing our year in review tonight. I've been enjoying my time working with one of my very good friends for almost a year now.
You're fired.
So we wanted to. I mean, okay.
I'm just kidding. You know how many people I've told that?
But I really want to talk about some of our favorite acts that we've been able to see, interview, awesome. And get to know over the last year. But I have to say that my first thing is it has been such an honor to join you and join Pat and our entire crew here. It has been a true honor for me to hang out with y'all, interview these great people, and get to hang out with you on the regular. And it's been so wonderful.
I got to say that I've been doing this since like the year after COVID.
Yep.
And it is amazing that you guys put so much pride in this show, and that's why the show is starting to kick.
Yep.
You know, because Pat Nagel.
I have to give folk, if you don't mind if I step in here, because let's talk about the history of this show for a second.
All right.
As I know, it did start kind of during COVID or just post when things were slightly opening up during COVID.
2020 March was COVID, right?
That was when it started. Podcast started January of like 21?
February 21.
Yeah, February 21. Because I know
shut down for a year.
In this podcast, while it may be episode 56, it has technically been going on for 3 years. Because I have been a guest and a guest host and a number of other things over that time before I have taken this role in its current era at episode 56 in our official full produced capacity. Thank you to the wonderful Pat.
I mean, Pat started 56 episodes ago. Before that,
and it changed. Like when I did it,
was a big change.
When I came and did it with you before then, it was a completely different show. I was still really fun. It was still the same core of what we're talking about here. Of we're interviewing talented people, letting them showcase themselves. We're talking about the good things in Denver, and then embarrassing ourselves when they ask us questions. The core of it has always still been the same.
Ask each other questions tonight?
Yeah, we totally can do that. Wait a minute, let's go back. Would you prefer to do that at the start or the end of the retrospective?
Oh, no, the end. Come on.
Okay, let's do it at the end of the retrospective. But
I'm really excited because Pat and everything that's happened in the last year, this is really starting to take off. And that's why we're doing this episode, because we just want everybody to know.
Well, we've had a lot of special people come and hang out with us, and that's kind of what we really want to showcase tonight, is talk about the special people that have come and hung out with us and performed for us. So if you don't mind, I'd like to start digging through that, unless there's anything else you want to cover.
Oh, no, I want to say one thing. We're looking for sponsors. We got Fuck Yes Tequila. If you want to sponsor, we'll put your poster or anything all around here and give us some goddamn money.
Well, we'll also give you shout outs, and would love to create a symbiotic relationship of hopefully we can send each other to each other's stuff.
All right, go. Let's go. First thing.
I know that.
Hold on. Let me explain this. We're going to go through all the shows.
Not every show.
We're
just highlighting some.
But he's going to go in no particular order.
Correct.
I have no idea what's coming my way. And half the shows I'm really drunk and I don't remember. So
that's also fair. There's definitely some that I don't remember either.
Of course.
But I would, if you don't mind, I would like to start with actually the first show that I did, which as in this role now as the official now co-host with you, it was actually an incredible show. We had Demigod Teasus on here.
Oh my God.
He blew me away. Like, I knew that there was a solid rap culture here in Denver, but he has this storytelling ability that I truly appreciated. And he also has this honesty to himself as an artist that I really appreciate. I know he performs here quite a bit.
Debbie got is like he was like he came up and he's like, "Hey man, I'll put my computer on stage and do open stage." And I'm like, "No karaoke, motherfucker." I swear to God, he said,
karaoke isn't. If it's just beats and him going.
200 hours making this download, this sing.
No.
And it absolutely blew me away.
Well, because he's building his own beats and he's working with his friends to build these beats and things like that. So it's not like a karaoke thing.
No, absolutely fucking not. Or else they wouldn't be in the fucking only on Sundays tonight later on.
No, he's amazing. And he was just here like 2 weeks ago from what I saw on like Instagram and shit. And he tore the fucking place down.
Dude, he's got a couple new songs and I'm really proud of him. He's a really good friend of the Lair. And the thing about him is he's like the Lair on Wednesday. We support everybody. He supports. Yep. He helps people produce their new. I don't know. Maybe should I do a beat song? I don't know. Should I put
that was the other part I was going to bring up about him is not only is he an incredible artist that is local here in Denver and please book him, but he's also a genuinely good human being.
Oh, he'll help anybody out.
And that is one of my favorite things about a lot of people on this list, but especially him. Like he's just a sweetheart of a guy. He can come up and slay, but he is also just a sweetheart of a human being, and I genuinely enjoy him.
You know what I love about him? He's like me and Demi and everybody around, Pat, all of us, very supportive. And he's like, "Hey, you need help producing something? I'll help you." He produces everything, and it's just a genuine thing, which I really love about DJ.
We're gonna get back to some other comedy stuff in a second. I want to shout. So I have a list of kind of like music, comedy, and then neither of those of people we just spoke to. And so I'm going to kind of sprinkle those in as we go through. I want to talk about the first one while we're still at this level of the one I'm most fucking pissed about is I want to bring up this oceanographer that came on and talked about sharks with you guys while I was gone in Seattle. I tried to fly back home in time to be here for this one, but it was Mark sat in for me. And I remember I'm literally watching the live stream as I'm sitting in this airport in Seattle. Can we please put her name at the bottom of this? Because I did not have it off the top of my head, or let's just cut this whole thing.
It so funny.
Let's just cut this whole thing. But either way, I just want to talk about man to man, even if we're cutting this whole shit. I was genuinely like upset because I didn't know that was the guest because it was before I got the calendar. Otherwise, I would have been like, can we push this person? Because I have a massive fear of sharks, but I also have everything that I have a massive fear of, I have a massive respect for. So I know everything about them.
She was
I would have loved it. Like you said she swam with sharks. She's an oceanographer, all this other stuff. And I can never tell you how upset I was. I literally was jumping up and down at the bar with Bridget in the Seattle airport. I'm like, motherfucker, are you fucking kidding me? This is the guest they get when I'm gone? Like,
I gotta tell you, there was another ocean guy, a marine biologist that was taking college.
Thank you. That was the term I was looking for. I was saying oceanographer. I was looking for marine biologist.
He's becoming a marine biologist, and he's coming to his bar. And I'm just going to say Jeff L. because I ain't saying his whole name because goddamn he's like a human. But he actually took a bite out of urinal cake for a shot of fucking Jaeger. And it was one of the greatest. Like, dude, you're going to die. Spit it out.
Well, here's a cut we can use to describe this person.
He's a marine biologist in Seattle. He's fucking famous and shit.
Here's a cut we can use to describe this episode that I wasn't here for. So when you and Mark spoke with them, what was kind of like your favorite moment? Do you remember what you talked about?
What? Mark?
Well, no, with the oceanographer about sharks. Do you remember what you and Mark talked about with them at all?
Mark was making like bad fish jokes. And I hate to say this, but I got to do it. I was going to ask her on a date, and she said she's getting married. So there you have it.
I really tried.
I really wanted to swim with the sharks, but apparently I couldn't afford a boat and go to Florida. So
Patrick, I really fucking tried.
And here's the bad thing. This is a really bad thing because I can't remember her name. So you got to put it down on the bottom of the screen, like.
Patrick, considering none of this works anyway, was it that bad?
It was an amazing episode. Are you kidding me? It was amazing.
I'm like literally trying to fucking set him up for shit. Just... All right, moving on.
Dude, she's gonna really hate me for this.
Let's talk about one of our favorite groups that even just played
Seattle's here. 29-7. So
let's talk about one of our favorite groups that we've had on the podcast that literally played here last Friday. Or this last Friday, because I was here for it. 2 Fridays ago. Yeah, 2 Fridays ago, because I was here for it, is the Street Deacons.
The Street Deacons they're from Colorado Springs. They come into this bar, the most three piece. And
no, that's what's crazy is I'm going to bring that up later, is they're constantly evolving, but yes.
They're insanely amazing. And Deacon Street.
Try that again. The Street Deacons.
The Street Deacons. The lead guy, I don't know his name. Austin is actually a deacon at a church.
Yep.
So that's amazing to me because I don't have a lot of religion in my life, but I kind of like the guy. So
I mean,
I might go to church and let him.
There's also just that soul level shit of when you hear the blues played right. You know what I mean? Like
I've already said
whether you're in church or not, like they bring that heat and that emotion and that soul to it that, like, you know, whether you're religious or not, like, you know, you're feeling something. And like I've go ahead, because I'd really like to spend a minute to talk about like my first experience with them.
Just like a lot of the bands, a lot of people, the comedians and everything around here that always keep coming back.
Yeah.
They're actually genuine people.
I agree.
I mean, when they talk to me, it's just amazing, and like this is what makes the Lair.
I agree completely.
I think, right? You know, and they're one of my favorite bands, and they always open up for Stephen Lair, and every once in a while we throw them on a headline. And
well, it was really crazy. If you don't mind, can I like talk about it
please go
for a hot minute? It was like, I kind of had heard about him through you before I kind of jumped on this, and like I'd heard it from some other Lions Lair family of like how legit they were. And then when they played, I was genuinely mind blown because I grew up as a giant blues fan, and they have this dynamic to them of that true genuineness with quality of playing that is the X factor that makes a band special. And even when, and I felt that then, and like I've been following them since. We're all kind of friends now, slightly, or casual acquaintances at best. But like, I love them dearly, and I know I can walk up to them and talk to them. But when I was here 2 weeks ago, the band is now expanded. There's now a keyboardist and like these other things. And when I was here, no joke, 2 weeks ago, is I talked to Austin. He was like, our bass player couldn't make tonight, so I'm playing bass, and my dad's taking lead guitar.
It was insane.
And it was insane, like absolutely insane.
You remember the interview because I remember like the week before was Stephen Lair or something. It
was a couple weeks before. That was before I came in. Yeah, but
Stephen Lair,
they were only my third episode.
Learned how to play guitar during COVID, and this guy, you know, Austin's like, no, my dad taught me how to play.
Yeah, he's been playing guitar since he was in diapers.
I know. Right? So, but it's amazing the different diverse of both bands and everything. And it's awesome. That's what this place is about. You know, if you're a genuine person and you got an act or anything, we'll put you up. Right.
Well, and it's also like their band is also so dynamic because Austin has this like great soul grungy element to his voice when he wants to, and he's ripping these licks. And then I believe
the drummer
is also doing just this. One can take on songs on his own while he's drumming, which is in and of itself insane. Two, he can flip between that kind of blues growl to like a 90s R&B like soul sound, which is just like takes their texture to a whole nother level.
It's insane.
They're so diverse. They are so all over the place, but also so know what they are. And that is a hard thing to find as a band, is to know who and what you are.
What's the drummer's name? No. Because he made me very proud, because I've been in a lot of bands and everybody's always like, oh, the drummer can't play because he's got a broken foot. He actually fucking played with a broken foot. Oh, we're just talking
All right,
toast.
so this is actually really crazy right now, and I actually want to shout this out because this is perfect. We're
doing a year reunion.
I would actually like to bring up a special guest right now.
Come on, get
Is the man? We're doing the year in retrospect. We're still not even on the week where I took over. Can we please just get a shout out from the man who was nice enough to hand me the mic?
Yes. Truffles.
We're doing a year in retrospect episode right now, and if you want to just say anything about the podcast or how much you love this place or whatever, it'd be great.
Don't worry,
Here,
we'll be talking about it a lot.
Take it.
Remember that when we had to throw the guy out? We got to say that right now, right?
I can actually rewind this.
Remember when you were on stage and you were just like, you weren't even co-hosting, you were just
a guest.
You were a guest, and then this guy came up and took his fucking pants off on us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the Christmas moon miracle.
Christmas moon.
We are all in the pumpkin patch waiting for the big moon.
Say about how you feel about the podcast.
Well, I'm glad that it's going well.
Yes.
Life is about what you sow, not the harvest.
No thanks to you, but thanks to Pat and Travis.
Yeah, so it's good to see the harvest coming in. Sorry,
Dude,
I watched Gladiator the
This
other
is
day.
really, dude, I love this guy.
Well, you guys.
Now you're on video.
It's weird.
In
What
the
is
old
today?
days, you weren't.
Sunday
The Super Bowl where the...
Yep. It's been a weird year.
New England got their ass kicked.
It's been a very weird year. I'm trying to think.
Well, we're talking about the podcast.
I know. That's why I'm... Because when did I stop doing it?
March
of last year. So
Jesus Christ.
When I took it over, I'm almost at a year now.
Yeah. Oh, because I had the Guitar Hero thing. Yeah, but...
I thought it was about your kid.
And the one thing we absolutely said we were not going to talk about is your stupid magician act. Because you weren't on the podcast with that. You need to do it.
Tell me some of your favorite moments from being host.
Yeah, that's an awesome thing.
That lady that tried to take me home, and then we got as far as Squire. And then...
she took somebody else.
And then another lady took her home.
Oh, this is the lady. That's right.
Yeah.
You got one up at
Well,
No, the girl yanked him off the stage in the middle of the podcast. I was in the middle of the podcast, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm on myself.
I was like, I'm leaving. And then I went down there and bought a drink and then went to the bathroom. Not even her drink, bought my own drink. Came out of the bathroom. And there was a dude. I thought it was a dude wearing all denim with long blonde hair talking to her at the bar. I was like, all right. So I talked to some other people. And then when they were leaving, it was a lady.
I really thought this was going to work out.
Yeah, I think it is. I told you it'd be amazing.
There was it was a lady. And then there was that one time with the
I used to try to
juggalo.
hook you up. I'm like,
With the fucking... No, I came in...
he's right.
Best interview moments, shit about the podcast.
Oh,
I know.
come
These are all
on.
moments of the podcast. That one with...
Remember Gillette, Wyoming?
Yeah, that's... What's the Tex? With Tex.
With Tex.
Yeah.
And Tex is going to be on in like a couple weeks. So
Sweet.
it's my favorite.
Tell him I say what's up.
Which, by the way, I have to bring this up. February 12th coming up. It's the 5 ukuleles. Me, Tex, baby, I mean everything. But there's only 4 of us, so there'll be a 5th.
One riding a pale white horse.
Anybody who rides up and knows how to play
The 5 ukuleles of the apocalypse.
But it's this Thursday. I
Pestilence,
forgot.
Out of Tune.
Obviously.
Then there was...
Oh my God,
There's been a lot of fucking weird podcasts.
Well, now they're videoed. Everybody straightens up.
Me to take it over for you?
Well, I asked you to take it over because I was done putting my seed in the ground, waiting for the harvest. Also, I had my daughter, but then I got an offer to host Guitar Hero, and that paid my rent for a while.
Dude, we need Guitar Hero here.
This drunk fuck can handle Tony.
Oh, fuck, who was the guy?
Oh my God.
No, I was thinking about...
The one with Jesse the Shaman, that was crazy.
Oh my God. I got ghosts in the fucking car that fucking PJ has, and you know what happened? Flat tire. I was like,
oh goddamn!
It don't matter, but you remember the ghosts?
Yeah.
There was ghosts in here, and they all went to my car, and literally,
it was like the 13 miles per gallon.
I gotta say this because he had this like sage. He's putting it everywhere, and he's like, oh, whatever shaman do.
The guy that cleanses kind of things.
Well, he went in the office. And when he was getting ready to leave, I went in the office. I'm like, damn, dude, the office smells like fucking death. So he went in the office again. So then when I hop in my car, there's no shit. It smelled like death. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, there's got to be a dead rat or something. So the next morning when I got in my car, no shit, it smelled like sage. And I had a flat tire. I literally had 5 flats in that tire. And I had brand new tires, and they're like, we don't know why they're going flat. Somebody hates you. And I'm like, somebody does. And then PJ's at the car. He's had like 3 flats.
Funny or sweet shit, or otherwise
well,
all right.
You brought me up here, so good luck kicking me out. Just kidding.
Hey, guys.
All right, thanks for having me, guys. Love you. Tony, love you.
I love you,
Travis,
man.
love you. Patrick, love you.
Oh my God, you gotta come on an episode, right?
I mean, I'll give you as many tributes on episodes as you want for coming on.
We gotta do our year in review.
We will definitely have Chuffles back, and we definitely got to do talk about a full history of the evolution of the show and shit. Like, goddamn,
I love the laugh. That's a good thing. Dude,
I love you, Truffs. You know that, right?
I told you it'd be a good episode.
All right.
I'm sorry we had 4 people cancel out, and
so we've only gone through 2 points in my 14-point thing that we were going to do.
All right, let's get 12 done.
So
karaoke's got to start soon, so let's go.
Yeah, no, PJ's going to kill us.
No, he won't.
Let's move quickly.
That's what I'm saying.
So we did Demi, we did Street Dickens. So one of my other favorite, which actually ended up being my second show ever here, was Tyree came on and performed as the Colfax Vigilante. I have not laughed that hard in a fucking long ass time. To not only come on here and do Sam, and if for those of you who are only listening audio or have never met Tyree, he doesn't really have legs.
But he's got a huge shoe collection.
Yeah.
So I have to bring that up. Why? Well, I guess he is.
I mean, the man can.
Yeah.
And he came on in a full luchador mask and cape and has his character called the Colfax Vigilante, which he has now repeatedly performed.
Of
and
course.
I love it so much. Like, it is so great.
His whole life, he just wanted to be a superhero. He's like, literally, he was born without legs. I know that. I've known him a long time.
That's the best part is the character has nothing to do with that.
But he always wanted to be a superhero. He's like, I can't be Batman. I can't be. So he became the Colfax Vigilante.
And it never references that he doesn't have legs at all. And that's the best fucking part about it, because he's still the superhero. And that man is actually not only on a human being, but also as a comic. Like, he is on a superhero level to me. I genuinely love that dude. He is amazing. PJ keeps trolling me with videos of his of like when the Jaguars lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Ooh,
PJ immediately sent me a video of Tyree doing a full tirade on it, and that is the kind of love that we show here to each other.
A genuine human.
Yeah,
I fucking love the hell out of
man
Tyree.
is genuinely incredible,
dude. That's a great bring up, because dude, that was actually one of the funniest fucking episodes we've ever done.
Oh yeah, it was so much funny, and also it just so links all of us together, because I'm not kidding you. Within 20 minutes of the Jaguars losing, PJ sends me Tyree's video. Like, it was that fucking quick, and I was like, this really hurts, and it still hurts, but also that's really fucking funny, man, and I can't fucking deny that.
Dude, that was great.
Shout out the sponsor.
Cheers. Fuck yes, tequila. come down. They actually sponsor us, which is, well, it's Chad. He's going to be on a show, so we'll get to know a lot about him.
Let's move through a couple of these. Like, it's not to the artist, but I want to move them quickly because
awesome.
we're looking for shots of shouting out people. Is Manny & Co. was great. I love when we have a full band with like a fucking upright bass, full drummer, like whole thing. Like, give me that jazz, give me that soul. Like,
yeah.
I love having bands like that. We want to have more on here.
Yes.
So if you're hearing this, please, like I've been meaning to do, so please cut this for all the other ones. Please click the link to this right here to check out that episode. And also, please. Yep. No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm going to do 3 individual cuts right now. Because I completely failed the entire time, Pat.
Well, yeah, we're looking for acts.
No joke. For every episode that we're talking about, and if it's not that episode, it's that one. But also, please check out this episode. The link will be right here. And to follow us on our channel, please click this button down here.
Excellent. We got a few to go. Come on. We gotta make sure.
Let's save 2 of our big ones for the end. But let's talk about fucking Halloween, dude.
Oh my God,
Halloween was amazing.
Yep, we forgot our picture.
So Halloween was an event that happened here on Colfax with multiple venues, multiple bands, and we highlighted multiple artists, not only in the music side, but we had face painters up here,
tattoo artists.
We also had cupcake artists up here. Please check out all their profiles here or there or anywhere. Put them on my tits.
And
I'm now just making Patrick's life hell at this point.
We had the fancy bits that night.
I was gonna get to that, but yes, the fancy bits were actually the highlight. I'm literally wearing their shirt right now.
I didn't get one.
I bought it.
Well, that's why.
I was supporting local artists and I bought their merch. That is something, if you ever perform here, I will most likely buy your merch to my own detriment because I don't get paid to do this. But I will buy your merch because especially if you have good merch, I love it. But the fancy bits were incredible. Their conversation with us was so insightful.
Everything that night was incredible. Like, we had the girls tattooing next door. We had the Purple Haze was doing, it's Portical. Yep. And Purple Haze was letting girls do glass blowing. And we had all girl bands here. And we had a girl artist, Cupcake Girl.
Yep.
She was cute.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm married. But she was incredible. She's also been going. You'll find her, and usually you'll find her and our awesome face painter, which I will have us link to their Instagram profiles below, so that way you can check them out. They're usually at every first Friday on Santa Fe. Please go find their Instagrams. Go find them. The woman who did the cupcakes was even just featured on one of the foodies of Denver pages. Like, she does incredible work, and I feel like a giant piece of shit right now. So let's cut all.
Can I say one thing really quick? Is like the fancy bits when they played her the first time. I said, "Well, I'll see you in Red Rocks." Well, and I've said that to Slim Cessna.
No, seriously. There's been 3 bands this year that. There's been 3 bands we've seen this year that I feel like they're 2 years away from major signings, things like that. Fancy Bits is one. We'll talk about one in a second, but Street Deacons is another. I think they're that close. And I love that Fancy Bits, as soon as we got on, they're just like, Fancy Bits is talking about, it's the name's about vaginas. And I was like, no shit. Got it. Well, you and I are wearing dumb alien little headbands, and it was really cute. And so I went to North Carolina, and I have extremely conservative family. So of course the first shirt I wore was Fancy Bits. And they're going to see this now, and we're not going to talk again for 6 months.
We'll give you a whiskey dick shirt. That'll end the whole relationship. But go ahead, next.
Next one I'd like to bring up just for a quick one, because I thought he was just so sweet when he came and hung out with us, was Torso Man. Yes. He came up and does kind of that mix of acoustic folk, kind of acoustic pop punk emotional like kind of stuff.
And a strange name.
And Torso Man is an insane name, but he also has a huge following. And I highly recommend finding him on Instagram. He literally still lives in a van and is traveling around.
It's like a great punk rock name, but it's not.
But for him, it's kind of one of those of you got to kind of a acoustic folk or almost acoustic storytelling or emo in a way. But he's also was just genuinely a sweet human being that we got to hang out with, and I really appreciated him. And he was just an absolute sweetheart. So please go follow his stuff.
I just want to say this is episode 56 of Laxin at the Lair, and we're talking about the year in review. So if you're wondering what the hell's going on,
let's go into a non-music artist, and
here we go.
Let's not make this one long because I know it's going to be long for you. So let's try and keep it tight. Chuck,
no, we will.
We got to talk about the Candlelight guys.
Oh my God.
Let's keep it tight.
Hey, I just want to say Chris is getting ready to have hip surgery as part of being a bartender for 30 years. It was 3 bartenders, me, Chris, and Scott. Scott and Chris worked at the Candlelight. We had 108 years of bartending between us. And our stories were just insane. Well, we couldn't
you guys could have gone forever. I literally had to tell all of you to shut the fuck up at multiple points.
Well, after the hip surgery, he's going to be on again.
I'm so glad that he'll be back on. I have to tell you,
there wasn't enough time.
Personally, it was one of my favorite episodes because I know that place on my own terms, and then meeting them. But you and I have never done a day with them, and that's one of my goals for this spring and summer. Is you and me are going to take a day, and we're just going to go get hammered at the Candlelight because I love the Candlelight. It's the best cheap burger in town. It's an amazing vibe. The best people. It's really hard to shout out a bar at another bar, you know what I mean? But those people are good, but good people recognize good people. And that is something that I always believe in.
Can I say one thing? There's the Satire, the Squire, there's the Kentucky Inn, there's the Dive Inn, there's the Candlelight, there's the 404.
I will throw in Wild Corgi.
And the Corgi, but we're all just trying to stay alive.
Exactly, and so it's normally that would not be a thing for us, considering we're doing this at a bar. But that is how much we all love each other, and that was one of the beauty elements of that episode.
I had to have them on.
Was just mutual love, man. And so go hang out at the Candlelight.
I was going to ask him, but I forgot. How many people do you think you've thrown out? I'm probably close to 1,000.
All right. Patrick, you want to do 2 more and let's roll, or how you feeling?
It's been 30 minutes.
All right, so let's do 2. Let's do 2 big ones and let's roll.
And then we'll switch to the good things.
3 big ones and 1 non-music one.
We should just do
because we got it. Well, we already did girl dinner, right? Okay, so that was the biggest one that I really want to focus on. So restart. So the biggest one I really want to shout out from this year, since I have joined since March, of some of the music that I've been most impressed with, along with Street Deacons. Street Deacons is a great example of bands who have it, that are locked in. They know who they are. They know what they're doing, and they are a unit that's ready to go. Girl Dinner is the other one. They came in here and wrecked this place.
And I bet you their sound check was about 1.5 minutes.
Well, they were dialed. But it was dialed in. But
oh no!
Yeah. So there's 2 elements to it, and that's one of the reasons why it's the most special. I would actually call the number 1 most special episode of Laxin at the Lair from this year. Is not only did Patrick do an extra level of his producing and mixing on it, he also is producing and has produced their album that is about to come out. And they are, no joke, going to be here on March 7th, right?
All right.
Yeah, March 7th is the album release party of the album that Patrick produced for them. And like,
I heard
and
from
so
Patrick,
not only is he
was,
just our producer, he's actually doing real shit instead of putting up with us.
I got to say something about Pat. I really appreciate that night he's not charging for his sound. Just kidding, dude.
He is totally charging for sound. He is totally charging for sound. Pay this man his fucking money.
I want to tell you,
I am not going to allow that to stand.
I literally want to tell you that I got to shout out to Pat, because every time bands walk in and they see him, they're like, oh, thank God. We're going to sound incredible. He really goes out of his way. It is a lot of work. I mean, it's easy to like just rush a band, but to really take the patience and make them sound good is amazing. And that's part of the reason why the Lair is rocking.
And Patrick is a true talent, and I'm so excited to listen to this album.
All the sound guys,
once it's done. Like Patrick and I have been talking about it for literally months, and I am so excited to hear this album. Please come out on March 7th for the album release party. It's going to be a great time.
Insane.
You said
it's amazing.
Futons are opening for him too, right?
Oh, the Futons are,
and the Futons, which is a great time. Like, it's one of those. One of those episodes that Pat and I talked about. Of like, maybe the audio on the episode doesn't sound that great, but they had a great vibe and they were very fun to talk to. And then I got two more to shout out, and then let's wrap this up.
Well, we got to do best of Denver. But
no, I still have that, but I'm wrap this section up.
All right, two more. But Futons,
this one will be very quick. Is one you were not here for. Is I would like to shout out New Age Phonograph. Is to get my wife to do something like this is so like crazy to me. And she and I had so much fun because it was basically a married couple talking to another married couple, and it was that's kind of basically what the vibe was. Tell me I'm wrong, Patrick. That's kind of like exactly what the fucking vibe was.
Did you at the
no, God, no. God, no. But it was just like, hey, like, how'd you guys kind of figure this out? Oh, well, let's talk about funny stories and throw this dude under the bus. Like, you know, it was great. Like, but it was like such a different vibe. And we had only been doing this about 5 months, maybe at that point. So to bring Bridget in here, who is a person that has no interest in doing this kind of stuff at all, and her genuineness of what she brought to the podcast was really fucking fun. It was a really good time, and so I wanted to shout that out. I've had a lot of crazy that rad ass lady that I love very much.
Bridget was awesome. I've had Mark. I've had other people just co-host out around me. Hey, you come on up and like
right. I was curious if you ever actually listened to it. I don't think you and I have ever talked about it.
No, I have not listened to it because I haven't seen my episode yet. So, hey, by the way, 300 claps, my episode.
That's the best part. But
I haven't seen it. I'm scared. I really am scared to see it.
I'm going to do a little quick two-parter here real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Two of my favorite non-music guests, though hopefully the second one will eventually be a music guest, is one, I want to shout out Grog, who has an up and down relationship with this bar, but I felt that episode was extremely insightful of what non-house people are going through on Colfax.
A man without a house.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me to learn. I called him homeless, and he said, "A man." You remember what he said at the end?
Which part?
The last question when he asked those questions, he said, "Are you content?"
Yeah, I do remember that part.
And it was extremely insightful. He's a guy living on the street his whole life, in and out of jail, firing away. But he's like, "Hey, I'm content."
I thought it was an extremely impactful episode, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. The other one I want to bring up that I truly enjoyed, and I hope like we can get him as a music guest here eventually, is Choice, the tattoo artist from Port of Call. That dude is one of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Like, the fact that he and I are friends, I consider that a like gift. He is one of the coolest dudes I think I've met in a long time, and he's a hell of a guitar player too, so I hope he can get
we're jamming on Wednesday night.
But his artwork is great. He's about to do a bunch of work for me coming up probably in the next couple months. And he's also just, in terms of like Lions Lair family, from that moment, he like really became Lions Lair family.
You remember the question, right?
No.
what was the worst tattoo you ever did?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, well, I was tattooing someone on a stripper's ass and she farted in my face.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to say it again because, dude, I was thinking like, you know.
It's really crazy what you and I remember individually.
That was the greatest answer to a question I think of. What's the worst tattoo you ever done? I figured it'd
Here's
be like
one for the retrospective. We'll do this quickly, and then we'll move on to the good things going on in Denver.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes.
So we do have a section at the very end of they get to ask us a question.
We get to ask ourselves.
What? No. Well, we'll do that at the end. But what is the worst question that you've been asked?
Dude, that's a tough one.
I know mine off the top because I made the mistake of when I came on here, I was like, I will answer anything up until I have to claim the Fifth Amendment. And then I don't even remember what fucking band it was. They were like, how many times do you jerk off a week? And I was like, that's not a great question. I mean, I'm still going to fucking answer it because I committed myself to this bit.
There's been so many like crazy.
What is the worst question that you've been asked?
Oh, what was my favorite Pokemon card? I'm like, what the fuck?
I can at least answer that one honestly, and it's Onyx.
I used to get those cards for my kids and my grandkids.
I was like just too old for Pokemon.
Oh my god! Like, what's your favorite Pokemon card?
Yeah, Pokemon and SpongeBob were like
fucking
4 months,
Pokemon
2 months.
I'm sorry,
younger than me. All right, so let's talk about the good things going on, Denver. I only got the one thing that we talked about.
Sponsored by Fuck Yes Tequila. Chad's going to be on. We're going to learn a lot about this. Chad's sponsoring us. I really appreciate him. It's awesome. Fuck Yes Tequila. Fuck the hell yes.
Cheers.
Oh, wait a minute.
I was like, I think you got something in there.
That's all right. There we go. Any more alcohol companies want to sponsor us? I'm all in.
Do you have a good thing going on, Denver? I only have the one thing we talked about earlier that I did earlier.
No, you yours first.
Okay, so I had a really awesome fucking experience earlier today. It was
crazy, actually. It was crazy because I drove by. I was like, what the fuck?
It was really cool, man. I'm sure comedy nerds, especially if you love British comedy, may know who the comedian James Acaster is. Patrick, do you have any idea who I'm talking about? All right, I got to turn you on to his stuff. But he was, he did a show at the Paramount last night. But the week before, from my understanding from the article I read, and then my experience today is the major owner of Wax Trax is a huge fan of his and reached out to him and was like, hey man, like I know you're performing at the Paramount. Would you be willing to come do a Q&A for a couple people? And would you shout out on your social media or whatever? And he said, yeah. And then he went on Seth Meyers, Late Night with Seth Meyers, and shouted out, hey, I will be at Wax Trax in Denver on February 8th at 1:30. And there was 300 of us there.
There was more than that, man. Blocks were like,
it was crazy.
It was like it was a civic center riot going on. Like, dude. People were all over parked around Wax Trax, and people were parking on the street and didn't give a fuck and everything.
Dude, it was nuts. And he was also so generous with his time. And I want to give him a shout out to his project, not only for his stand-up where he had a sold-out show at Paramount, but the project he was talking about is he was making an album over the pandemic and reaching out to other artists to participate. And he reached out to a Denver artist and released an album that a Denver artist participated in. So I want to give a shout out. I want to make sure I get it right because
that's what we do.
They're too big for us, but I'd love to get them on here sometime. Shout out to Kaylin Heffernan from Wheelchair Sports Camp. They're amazing. I know that they do a lot of rapping and music producing on their own, and had such insightful things that they said in that Q&A. And not only them and James were just so generous with their time for everybody who was there, and it was just like a moment for the fans and love for the game. And I appreciate that so much, and shout out to Wax Trax for putting that on, because they eventually knew that the whole place was going to get filled, so they rolled out a TV and set up a JBL system so that way those that couldn't get in, which was I was one of them, was able to still hear and see the interview, and it was incredible. And then James came out before and after. It was so nice to everybody that was there that day.
I drove by at 1:00. There were people waiting around the block.
Yeah, it was a block long, man. It was so cool. Like, and I've been a fan of
awesome.
James's for 10 years. Like, he's one of the most inventive, what some people call an alt comic, that I've ever seen. Like, his mind works in such a crazy way, and it was such an honor that he would take the time to go do something like that and work with Denver artists, because he apparently found them on Bandcamp and like grabbed all these artists, and it's apparently a great album. And even Wax Tracks, they hit up their distributor and still only had 18 copies of that fucking music album they released over the pandemic. So please check out James Acaster. Please check out Wheelchair Sports Champs. Like, oh my God, like it was such a cool experience, and so many people showed up on fucking Super Bowl Sunday. Like,
and the one thing about Denver and this bar is that we got a really good comedy scene. And we got like open
longest
mic
running
people.
open mic in Colorado.
It's like all community around here.
Yep.
And I just think it's really cool. And I think good things going on in Denver is like we're surviving.
Yep.
I mean,
Always.
Colfax is like one of the. I'm not.
One of the things that I fell in love with this neighborhood when I
bad.
first moved here is this felt like a grinder neighborhood. Of just like, we're here to do art, we're here to do work, and that's what we live on.
But the support that we're like is incredible around here. Like
100%.
I know who my neighbors are now. I didn't know them before. And everybody's just trying to support. But well, that's my good team, I guess.
Let's move on to our last section, which is we're going to ask each other a question. I already know what my question is for you. Do you know what your question is for me? No. All right. My question for you is,
as truthful and honest as possible.
What was your favorite Lions Lair moment of 2025?
Ooh. Wow, that's a good one. There was a lot of good moments in 2025.
I can go more specific if you'd like.
Sure, what?
Like, I can go favorite band of 2025. We can go favorite podcast of 2025. We can go personal moment of 2025.
I actually played the podcast, but I don't know. We'll see. I haven't watched it, but
it was really fun. You were hammered, but it was really, really fun.
I think, God, favorite moment in 2025. Wow, that's crazy. That's a good question. I got to think about it for a second because there's a lot of good ones.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I would say, and oh man, I think one of my favorite.
Hey, let's qualify instead of the. How about a favorite?
No, I'm going to say that. This is kind of crazy, but I don't want to really talk about it because I've had it happen like 3 times. But Narcon, somebody was banging on the door, and Narcon. I'm like, what the fuck?
Somebody needed help, and somebody Narcan them.
Narcaned them, and it was just down the block, and it was like PJ actually ran and like saved somebody's life.
That's the Lair looking out for other people. That's a huge moment.
Yeah, that was
huge.
like my greatest. That's
huge. That's fucking huge. Damn it! I thought I was gonna be cute about it.
No, it happens a couple other times.
No, that's
which
huge.
Is sad. But every bar, everybody, like if you're around people that do drugs, make sure you have that shit because
if you're on
fucking lifesaver. It's actually we're on.
That's
Colfax.
amazing, man. That's amazing.
And then I should do one more. I just want the support around here has just been fucking incredible. It's been the best thing that happened in 2025.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, dude, no. That's actually genuinely beautiful.
We're
like made me like genuinely
everybody.
Emotional. Like, no, that's great. I'm now reassessing choices. Like,
I mean, it's insane. Everybody on this block and across the block and even down the blocks. And when they did that, was it casual? Carousel.
That's actually that was the first thing I was going to bring up. Thank you,
and
Alex.
you know what?
I agree. That was
bars,
the first one that was going to come to my mind.
Packed. It wasn't just the ones doing fucking...
But it was Colfax coming together.
Yeah.
Like, as a whole. I mean, even, like, wasn't Illegal Pete's was involved in that shit? And, like... Everybody was involved. That was the first one I was going to bring up. And since now you brought that up, that was the first one I was going to do. My other favorite Lions Lair memory is now having almost a year doing this with you. Is like, I've been a part of the Lions Lair family for like 2 years, and I love all of you so much. But to now actually feel like I'm contributing is the biggest thing that I could ever be thankful for. Is I always try and find ways to help people or support things that are truly meaningful, and what is going on
Genuine.
here is absolutely real, and
That's
how much the family has embraced me is my greatest gift. Outside of my marriage, Bridget,
he's
I swear
almost
to God.
got tears in his eyes. This is like emotional right now.
No, but it's for real, man.
Really
like, no,
is.
I feel an honor to be here. I worked with you before this became what it is. Truffles felt like I was the right guy to take it over.
A great stand-in
and
tonight, by the
this
way.
has
Thank
been
you,
the
Truff.
most fucking fun, emotional, and important thing I've done in a long fucking
Just
time.
trying to bring the good things going on in Denver, like bands, everything.
2 more years, to more great music, to more great conversations.
You know, I got to ask this question because it's the one question we asked in the beginning. How did you find out about the Lions Lair?
All right, so
all right. I mean, like
I'm actually, the funny part is I have 2 memories, and I'm trying to figure out which one is real, or is it a mix between the 2? So, because I moved here right when the pandemic hit in 2020, literally end of March of 2020. My second day of driving from California, lockdown was announced. And so I moved in on March 30th to 12th and Race, just straight up the street, right on Cheeseman. Yep. And I always wanted to come here. I genuinely thought when I did 2 different week-long visits in 2019, and I thought it was a strip club.
So did I.
And I thought I lived for, almost a year thinking it was a strip club. And then I walked in one day and I met a bartender who no longer works here. And he and I hit it off. So immediately he was like,
Andrew?
It was Andrew.
Yeah, of course.
And then I met Doug literally the next day when Doug was working here too.
Yeah.
And
I was Skeleton Crew. We were down. There was only 4 of us.
Both of them were like, I really like you. You immediately need to meet my friends. And within 1 week, I've met 17 people and was so embraced by this family. And like, we kind of figured out who is in my crew, who's not. Like, and Doug, to this day, is one of the best human beings I've ever fucking known. Shout out to Demi and Doug. And I love Andrew, though he doesn't work anymore. He's still doing great work, and that's one of the smartest men I think I've ever known. He is genuinely so intellectually smart, so I want to give a shout out to him. Because he is the OG host.
He's the OG host.
And I want to give a shout out to Andrew, as I love that man super dearly.
Me too. I haven't seen him in a while. I gotta hunt him down.
We'll talk to it off air, but I just hung out with him like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
And I'll give you the update on him. But I love Andrew. And
I loved him.
And it was how like anybody I talked to at this place that worked here was like, you're a good person. I think there's somebody else that I think you really need to meet.
Yeah.
And that's the best part is family finds family. Good people find good people. And that is the core of how I live my life. And I feel like Lions Lair is a central point of that. If you're a piece of shit, nobody wants you here. But if you're looking for something and you're a good person, you're going to fucking find it, or somebody else that knows what you need. And that is what this is all about, is good people find good people.
That's true. That's why I love this place. I mean, this is why I've been here over 30 years. But I've always been in music and all.
And then I met you, and the first thing,
everything else is comedy now, and everything. It's a whole like gamut of things going on.
Do you remember our first interaction?
Bring it up. Did we punch each other? Was that the naked guy?
It wasn't something so memorable. It was like literally like we talked about comedy and music for about 2 hours, and he slapped me on the shoulder. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, you're here. What is? I don't care. And I was like, cool, I'm in. And that's an honor, though. Like,
all right,
you know, to be okay to be a member of the family, and that means a lot, man. I consider this a family. Like, I love this place.
It's like, it's crazy because I just look like everybody. But hey, we got to give a shout out to Pat.
Thank you. I was literally just about to do it.
Pat Nagel is like the greatest human I've met in like last year.
Please subscribe down here. We're looking for subscribers so that way we can try and make this a real thing, and we love you all so much. Long live Lions Lair, long live our shit, long live good music, and long live independent music.
We made it a year, man. Yeah. Like, hey, this has been episode number 56, special one. It has been a year, like, since we've been videoing, so at least, so it's been fun, and I can't wait for the next one.
What's your name?
I am Chuck Gibson, and you are my special host.
I'm his co-host, Travis Dowdy. I love you so much, man. No, hey. So we're going to end this by doing a hug right in front of these mics.
All right. Hey.